A warm welcome back to Afternoon Express on this Motivation Monday. And on the show, we really like to teach you all about your best self. And today we're showing you how to make a salad that's got all the right ingredients in it. It's got the right kinds of carbohydrates and energies in it. It's got the veggies in it, as well as it's got your proteins with a tuna. And Clem is going to show us how to make that tuna spelt salad.
Yeah, so let's get started. So I think everybody knows my obsession with spelt. I love spelt. I get that spelt for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the truth is, I kind of do. I really love it. And also, we're talking about being so focused on fitness this year. A great protein is
Tuna.
Especially canned tuna.
Yeah,
and it's amazing because you can kind of tell someone's like in the gym and they're thinking and eating sensibly because they got tuna breath. You know what? I love tuna breath.
Literally everyone that I've seen that's either involved in the media or is a super fitness junkie always has those cans of tuna. It's a bit gross. Like everyone just eats their boiled eggs and tuna as it goes. But you can make them taste super delicious by creating nice recipes like this.
The presenters in the loft, if you go to the handbag, yes, lipsticks, lip gloss, but a can of tuna as well. And tuna's amazing like that because, I mean, if you think about the packaging itself, it's quite small. And the fact that the Willys tins have a little ring on it.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to be circling with tin openers. And it's like, it's a mission. It's a mission. So as simple as literally just popping the can open. And then I'm using the one that's in the brine today. I was going to add some of the, take the brine out.
Yeah, because that brine adds a nice little flavour to it. Because it does. Obviously, brine is salt water. If you
I mean,
you get the oiled one and then you get brine.
Yeah.
So everyone always goes for the salt water.
I prefer the brine one, but I mean, you can totally go for the one in the sunflower oil.
Cool. What's next?
So the idea behind using sustainably caught tuna is like kind of like bizarre. Like, why has it never always been, you know what I mean?
Sustainable, yeah.
Because I was talking to you earlier about the old methods of fishing where they used to fish, but then they couldn't control what they were catching. So they were catching things like turtles and dolphins and tuna, amongst like so many other species of fish.
Sharks is also a really big one.
Yeah, which we need to be protecting. I mean, if we're hoping to see them in a couple of years. So by sourcing only sustainably caught tuna, you're kind of doing your bit for the future. Also, we talk about pole caught tuna, and this is exactly what this tuna is. Pole caught tuna literally means they're using a pole.
with a fishing rod.
Exactly. Single man with a pole, with a line, with a hook and bait catching tuna. So that they're literally controlling what they are catching.
That's insane. I honestly never even knew that. I thought everyone just caught them in nets and was a massive production line.
Yeah. So it's a lot harder. If you think about one man, one pole, one line, it's a lot harder to source the tuna. It takes a long time as well. But it's literally what we need to be doing in order to like sustainably ensure that tuna is going to be around in 10 years.
Cool. All right, so now you're cutting up some of the cucumber, but you've cut them into like slivers down the line first before you've made them into
I like keeping
squares.
It's all about shape again. As soon as I always say, as soon as someone says salad, everybody freaks out. They're like, oh my word, it's going to be tomato, lettuce, and that, and
cheese.
And very thick sliced onion. No, that's not about it at all. Salads are full of texture.
Lettuce. I don't know why anyone ever eats cos lettuce. I just don't understand. It's got zero flavor, it does nothing to the dish, and it literally is just opaque and see-through.
Okay.
So you're adding your own flavors in here. So you've got some cucumber, tuna.
But that's not my flavor. You know it's not my flavor.
You hate cucumbers, yeah.
But
it's for us, for health
it's not about me.
Okay.
It's not about me. It's about everybody else.
So selfless, Clem. So
I know,
selfless.
Talk about...
All the aunties at home are like, oh, Clem, you're so kind, you know?
I love the aunties at home, eh? I'm just saying. So spring onion. I love spring onion.
And using the leaves instead of the ends.
Yeah, you can totally use the ends, which are a little sweeter. I want that savory onion flavor without adding onion. Everything's raw in the salad. And you can imagine biting onto raw onion. It's not really ideal. And talking about not having to cook anything, it's really great that the tuna is always cooked. Don't you think? No cooking needed. Dan, I love the idea of just popping a can open and just chowing it.
How do they do that? Do they is it all just cooked and then they strip it? They strip the meat? Because I thought
it goes into the can and then it gets cooked. Because that's where they control. That's why tuna lasts in your cupboard for like, how old are you now? I've got a can of tuna in my cupboard at home. It's older than you.
And still edible.
And still fresh.
So I didn't know that. So they cook it in the can. That's quite cool.
So lemon juice goes in just to cut through all those flavors. Then what I've got is some parsley and some tomatoes. Can you pass that to me?
Is it this or this? This parsley here.
That parsley and some tomato. Actually, Dan, will you just tear the parsley into the salad for me?
Sure. Swap sides with you here if you want me to.
Yeah, totally. My hands are super slippery now. I just made the thing slippery for you.
No worries, dude.
So, of course, the last ingredient that has to go in is spelt. Now, spelt is a great carbohydrate because it's so full of fiber and it's so tasty.
And it's 2017's quinoa. Everyone was like, quinoa in 2016. Spelt is the new quinoa.
So at home, if you haven't tried spelt yet, go and do yourself a favor. It is so delicious.
Does it have like a ricey flavor?
It's got a nutty, I almost want to say like a corny popcorn type flavor.
Yum.
Especially when you really toast it in a pan.
Okay.
It's really delicious.
And it's got the right kinds of carbohydrates in it. It's not like one of those sort of like, you know, everyone complains about white breads and pastas. It's really earthy, like it's whole wheat almost.
And it keeps you going for a very long time. If you have it in the morning as part of your breakfast, you literally will be good to go for most of the day. Not saying you should be skipping meals, not at all. But
Excuse my ignorance though, is spelt like is it like rice? If you get rice, you get spelt, or is spelt like a wheat?
It is a grain.
So it's like a grain.
It's a grain.
Okay.
And as someone in our crew, cameraman Steve, always tells me it's the oldest known grain. This is like some like kind of biblical stuff. You should be feeling really healthy.
So on those woolly things where you always see it's got ancient grain, that's probably what they're talking about, is the spelt in there.
And it is an ancient grain. It is.
I'm learning something. Okay,
cool, Dan,
nice.
can you toss that up for me?
Sure.
So the great thing about this salad is, the biggest thing is when you're trying to eat healthy and you're trying to be focused on your day ahead, it's meal prepping.
Yeah.
So the day today started yesterday in a sense already, in the sense that you get all your food ready and your schedule ready. This salad can be made a day ahead.
In advance, and keep
it
it a little
actually
Tupperware.
develops in flavour as it sits.
I love that, because obviously I learned one thing when it came to sort of exercise regimes, and trying is the operative word. I put a lot of more time and effort into exercise, and they always said that you have to incorporate carbohydrates into exercise if you want to start to get further in your.
You want to notice those gains.
Yeah.
You are looking a little foot. I think the ladies at home can't see this, but Dan behind, the reason he's not wearing, the reason he's wearing this jacket is because underneath there he's got some serious gains happening right now, people.
Yeah.
Right.
You just can't see it. It's all the layers you see.
When do I get my 50 rand?
Later, Clem.
Oh,
later. We're
sorry.
still on the live show.
Okay, cool. So salad goes down, and then Dan, I got some organic baby leaves. If you can just sprinkle that over the top.
Sure.
And this is literally all you need in the meal. You got your proteins in there, you got your carbohydrates in there, and you got all your veggies in there. You're winning.
This is absolutely amazing and super, super healthy for you. Start Monday off on the right note and get all the details of this recipe on your mobile device. SMS the keyword tuna to 33650. It'll cost you £1.50, and those free SMSs do not apply. All the details on how to put it together will be sent to your mobile device. And if you missed any steps amidst the chitter chatter, here's a quick recap.